Today on Judge Porter.
If my wife were to call the courthouse right now, get in contact with my clerk and say, you know what, I want to see my husband because I think that we need to talk about our marriage. Should I be available even though right now I'm in court having a court session? Should I be available?
Just over the past couple of months, I noticed his work product slipping, and he was given multiple opportunities to improve his work.
I can't sleep. I'm up all night long. I'm emotional wreck. I have no income. I was a great employee. I've gone to see doctors. They put me on medicines. It's just...
Good morning, everyone. We're here for case number 7425, Robert Smith versus Diane Lawford. Mr. Smith, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Ms. Lawford, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, it shows here that you're suing Ms. Lawford for the amount of $85,000. Am I reading this correctly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you fill me in? What's going on with this case?
Your Honor, Diane and I have worked together for some time, and she's made my life about work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365.
I'm assuming that this is your employer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, so what do you mean that she's...
I took the job and I went to HR. I've received I receive emails from my boss 24 hours a day. And her expectation is that I'm awake and reading emails throughout the night and replying to them, because if I wake up in the morning and I haven't replied to an email she sent to me at 2:30 in the morning, there's repercussions. She reprimands me. And I have a family. I need to sleep. I can work very, very long hours, but then she let me go. So I think that's just wrong.
Wait a minute. Let me back up to these emails. What do you mean you'll receive an email at 2:30 in the morning and
Your Honor,
you don't respond, you're reprimanded? I don't understand. What does that mean?
Well, Your Honor, I go to bed by 9 every night. I'm exhausted. And I have a family and kids and everything. And, if emails and text messages will come in on my phone from my boss with things I need to do.
At 2:30 in the morning?
Your Honor, yes. And I have tried everything. We've talked about it. I perform my duties amazingly well during the day from like 7 a.m. to 9 when I go to bed. But I need to sleep. And I have been terminated.
What is that? What exactly do you do for Ms. Lawford?
Well, it's become everything, Your Honor. I was hired to do some basic responsibilities in the company, but she's essentially made me her personal helper or concierge or slave for that matter. I mean, she has me doing her dry cleaning, taking her to and from appointments on a Sunday morning, Your Honor. After church, I had to drive her hours away to an appointment of some sort on a Sunday. And I think she said thank you, but I got zero compensation for it. And I'm just really not sure what to do about it. So I'm here, and this is my last spot I could possibly go, because this is wrong. You can't get me fired for not working on Sundays and all night long.
It says here that you're also going through emotional distress. That's one of the reasons that you're filing this suit.
I can't sleep. I'm up all night long. I'm emotional wreck. I have no income. I was a great employee. I've gone to see doctors. They put me on medicines.
You've gone to see doctors for what, sir?
For my anxiety. I'm up all night to help me sleep. I really don't know what to do. I'm seeking the treatment that I need so I can get rest and be a productive person, go find a new job. But Diane fired me for no reason. I have to have some time outside of work, but now I need some money because I have no income and I didn't do any. I mean, all my performance evaluations, Your Honor, have been perfect at work.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to start just by saying I really personally like Mr. Smith very much.
You like Mr. Smith as a person, or you like Mr. Smith as an employee?
As a person, but professionally, he can be very difficult. He is incredibly unmotivated. And quite frankly, he is constantly behind on all of his work projects.
He's unmotivated. Okay, you heard that he's going through an emotional distress by working for you. Has he displayed this concern with you?
No, actually, he has never said anything to me personally directly. This is actually the first I heard of it was when I was served for this lawsuit.
Okay. What type of business is this, ma'am?
I have a small boutique marketing firm. So it's just an incredibly small team. And because it's so small, we all have to wear multiple hats, right?
Okay.
And since we're a team, we're only as strong as our weakest player, right?
Okay.
So what he's talking about, it's, it sounds like he's talking like I abuse him. And
let me ask you this question. What is his responsibility? When you hired him, what did you say? Okay, I'm hiring, this is your job. What was his job?
Well, he was going to be working in the finance department.
Finance.
Right. But like I said, we're a small boutique marketing firm. We don't have big corporate money to throw around and have multiple departments or huge corporate departments. We just don't have the resources. So everybody has to wear multiple hats. And sometimes you got to take one for the team.
And I understand that. But here's my question, ma'am. He said that you would send him emails during like 2:30 in the morning.
Well, if I'm up and I'm working, I might send an email, late at night, early in the morning. He doesn't have to respond right then.
Okay.
But most people, when they wake up, the first thing they do is look at their phone. So, it just wouldn't surprise me.
Funny you should say that. Let me ask you a question. That phone, that do you have your phone with you?
I do, sir.
Okay. That particular phone, so you would expect him to check his emails in the morning?
I would think so. I mean, I look at my phone first thing when I wake up, and I just assume everybody does. I never gave him grief about not responding.
Let me ask you this question. That particular phone, who owns that phone?
He does.
Okay. Do your company make the payments on that phone?
No.
So anything that goes into that phone as far as information, he paid for it, meaning the service to use the emails, the service to use the internet, he paid for it.
Correct.
So by definition, he's not obligated to check an email that you sent to his personal phone because you didn't pay for it. You didn't pay for the service that he used. Would I be correct in saying that? You
would be, but that was part of the agreement that we signed when he signed a contract with me.
What's the contract say as far as communications?
Well, that he should be available.
Available.
What
does available mean?
Well, sometimes things happen. We have clients. Clients complain about delays from him all the time. I'm constantly.
Because you said available, and I have so many thoughts going through my mind. For example, if my wife were to call the courthouse right now, get in contact with my clerk, and say, you know what, I want to see my husband because I think that we need to talk about our marriage. Should I be available even though right now I'm in court having a court session? Should I be available?
Well, I would hope that if your wife had an emergency, that you would be available to her. I would hope.
Okay,
yeah,
all right. You brought that word up, emergency. What was the emergency that you sent an email to him that had to be taken care of?
A client was complaining about a delay that he caused.
At 2:30 in the morning?
No, sir. I don't remember that particular email that he's talking about at 2:30 in the morning.
You have a copy of those? Do you still have those emails in your phone?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you pull one up? I just want to check the timestamp. My curiosity is killing me right now. Can you bring it up to the bench, please, if you don't mind, sir?
Sure.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Lawson, Lawford, I'm sorry. Ma'am, I've seen that you've sent him messages multiple times throughout the night on different occasions.
Well, just because I'm working late, it is my company, it's my baby, it's like a child to me. I want to be successful. I want my clients to get what they need. So I might send him an email at 2:30 in the morning if I'm working. I have no expectation that he's going to answer it right away. I know people are sleeping then.
What did he get fired for?
Well, he was constantly delayed with, I got multiple complaints from clients about delays.
Okay.
His work product just continued to slip.
So if his productivity was bad, then how does he end up with positive evaluations? I don't understand how that works.
You know, he does do a lot for me. I'm going to say that. He does do a lot for me, and I appreciate that.
And I'm pretty sure you do, but you didn't answer my question. If he's a poor employee, how does he end up with positive evaluations?
Well, so it was just over the past couple of months, I noticed his work product slipping, and he was given multiple opportunities to improve his work,
but
and
he's
to adjust
still
his attitude.
receiving positive evaluations.
Well, because of he does get stuff done eventually.
Because my thing is this: if I'm an
assistance.
employee, okay, and I'm doing a job, and I'm doing it to the best of my ability, and then I'm getting confirmation and an evaluation that's telling me that I'm working in a positive manner, at what point in time am I supposed to know that my work performance is slipping?
Well, I've talked to him multiple times about adjusting his attitude and improving his
attitude?
performance.
He has a poor attitude?
Yes. Like I said, he can be very difficult to work with.
Did you note that in the evaluations?
I didn't want to write it down because I didn't want to ruin his future.
But you just said that this company is your baby. Did you not just say that?
I did say that. It is. It's very important to me.
I mean, it sounds like you're wishy-washy on things.
Well, no, I don't think I'm wishy-washy. I think what it is I just need somebody who can keep up with the high pace of the company. And
so
I think
why
Mr.
would
Smith,
you give him positive evaluations? I'm lost. Help me understand that.
I don't necessarily think they were the most positive. I mean, I am a positive person. I tend to be a very positive person, and I tend to think the best about people, give people the benefit of the doubt. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt that he would improve, that he would adjust his attitude, that clients would stop complaining about him and his delays.
You know what? I have another question, because this is really, there's some pieces missing here. You said he worked finance?
Yes.
Finance. Dealing with numbers and all that?
Yes.
What does that have to do with dry cleaning?
Like I said, it's a small company. We have to wear multiple hats.
What does his position in finance have to do with chauffeuring you to your dry cleaning to get your stuff on a Sunday afternoon?
Well, I had a flight to catch. I had a meeting to go to out of town with clients, and I needed suits. My suits were at the dry cleaners.
Okay.
So I asked him to take me to pick up the dry cleaning and then take me to the airport.
But that's not part of his responsibility that you hired him for, is it? I mean, if you needed to go to the airport, I would assume that you would get a rideshare company to take you from your house, pick up your suits, to get to the airport and do that. I'm assuming that's how that would, normal people would do that.
Well, you know what? When you have a really small company and everybody has to wear multiple hats, it's just taking one for the team. It's not abuse, it's teamwork.
It's not abuse?
No.
Let me ask you a question. How much did it cost you for that ride to the airport, to the dry cleaner? How much did that cost you out of your pocket?
I think I paid $60 at the dry cleaner.
No. I'm not talking about I don't mean the dry cleaner. No. How much did it cost you to get transportation from your home to the dry cleaners to the airport? How much out of your pocket?
Well, it didn't cost me anything because he picked me up.
Oh, imagine that. Huh. So you saved money on that deal, huh?
You know what? It wasn't that far.
It wasn't
drive.
that far.
It wasn't that far.
It was
to
on a
drive.
Sunday afternoon. Does he work on Sundays? Is his schedule on a Sunday?
No. He works Monday through Friday.
So his
like
day
everybody else.
off, he picked you up.
I asked him if he was available. He could have said no.
Are you married?
Yeah.
Did you talk to his wife and says, hey, I'm going to be borrowing your husband so he could take me to the airport?
No, I didn't.
I can imagine how that conversation would have went. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have went over very well at all.
Well, I think his wife and I have a pretty good rapport.
Is that true? Because I got a feeling that ain't true.
They've met at a party or two.
But
Your Honor,
they don't go have girl dates and stuff like that.
No. And she's like, we've got plans today.
I asked him if he was available. He said
Why
yes.
is he working till 9 o'clock at night? What's his hours normal?
Well, normally, normal business hours, 9 to 5. We
9 to 5, 5 o'clock. So 4 hours. Are you receiving overtime for that?
No, I'm on a fixed salary, and
So it's a salary.
that's all I get.
But I mean,
So you're taking advantage of the situation.
no, he voluntarily, nobody told him.
Wait
he
a
had to
minute, wait a
work
minute,
late.
wait a minute. He volunteered?
He voluntarily worked late. He's the one that chose to stay late.
Wait, stop. Wait a minute. This guy right here volunteered to work late
He's the one that
to
kept
make
wanting-
sure that the projects are completed and done to a satisfactory level where he's receiving these positive evaluations. That's what you're telling me right now.
Yes. He never told me that he couldn't handle it. He just is. I think he's just honestly. I think he's bitter
He's bitter.
that I hired his replacement, and his replacement is much younger than him and can work much more efficiently. She works smarter, not harder.
So wait a minute.
And she gets the job done.
So wait a minute. This guy is supposed to work till 5 o'clock. He stays until 9 o'clock to get things done. And you're trying to tell me that he's a poor employee. That's what you're telling me. The same guy who takes time away from his family to take you to an airport for free. Did she pay you gas money?
No, nothing.
Was
embarrasses
that
me.
just one time that you've had to take her around town for something?
I am her personal assistant, Your Honor. There are other examples. I'm happy to look in my
Is that
journal.
true? He takes you around town,
Not always.
but that has nothing to do with finance. Do you own a car?
I do.
Do you know how to drive a car?
I do.
If I pull up your thing right now, well, let's say that your driver's license is valid,
Yes, it will.
so you can drive yourself around,
I can.
but you would rather use his gas to get around.
Well, sometimes we're going to meetings and they want to talk to, when we work with clients, they want to talk to the guy in charge of finance. So,
Did your clients want to talk to him when you were on your way to the airport?
No.
Did they want to talk to him when you were on your way to pick up your dry cleaning?
No.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You took advantage of this man.
Honestly, I think that he's just trying to paint me as the villain, which I'm not. He's trying to paint me as some sort of corporate tyrant, which I am not. And that's really unfair to paint me or my company that way.
I don't think he's attacking the company. I think he's attacking you. And right now, you are looking like a villain. Right now, you are the James Moriarty to his Sherlock Holmes.
I just don't see that.
The problem is I'm the one sitting on the bench and I'm the one that's seeing it. And then you're telling me that you're hiring a replacement, and somehow I have a feeling that replacement costs less than what you were paying him. That's what I have a feeling. Am I correct in saying that the salary is less? Wow. So you get the same productivity for less money. And I have a feeling that is why that man is being fired. Because you want to save money. And I know you like to save money because you had this guy drive you around town so you don't have to spend a dime for a service, for a car service.
Well, everybody likes to save money. And like I said.
At what expense though, ma'am? At what expense? At what point in time do you have to sit there and say, you know what? He is my employee. He is not my personal assistant.
But I'm paying his salary.
You're paying his salary to do finance, not all the other stuff.
But like I said, it's a small company. We all have to wear multiple hats. It's just part of the job.
I'm going to rule in the favor of Mr. Smith, $85,000. Plus, I'm also going to grant him an additional $10,000 for the emotional stress that you caused towards him.
I don't believe this. I don't even think you're listening to my side of the story.
I heard your side of the story.
No, you didn't even hear me. You just took everything he said. You didn't even look at any of my evidence. You're just assuming that everything he said, it's a he said, she said, and you're going with him. You're not even listening to me. I told you it was part of his job. We all just wear multiple hats in this company. Everybody has to take one for the team. And we are only as strong as our weakest player, and he was our weakest player. He just couldn't keep up.
You know what? I tell you what. This team that you're talking about, when the team is doing not so well, sometimes the problem is the coach. And the coach can't get the best out of their players. Or the coach doesn't have an organization so the team can win. Sometimes that happens. And that's what happened in this case. The coach is not very good at keeping the organization together. So that's why the coach is going to be paying the player $95,000.
So I have to pay an employee to actually do my job, do the job that I need, and I actually have to pay him, and he's not even working for me?
That's not my problem. But you're going to give this man his money. So this case is adjourned. Oh, and one more thing. You like to say that at your company, you guys wear multiple hats. Well, if you keep this rate up, they're going to start calling you the Mad Hatter. So I need you to find a way to fix it. Have a nice day.
I'm just relieved. Judge Porter could see the truth in this case. No one can work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I am so grateful to him. This is going to buy me some time. I'll be fine. I'll rebound. I just need to be away from this organization for a while. I've got a little bit of money. I'm confident I'll be back on my feet soon. But this was crazy. Thank you, Judge Porter.
I can't believe this. I think my company is probably going to go under because I have to pay an employee who's not even going to be doing any work for me, which is ridiculous because he couldn't keep up. He's not young enough and spry enough to do what I need him to do. And somehow I'm the bad guy? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me.